Hello, everyone. Good evening. So welcome back to the analysis. Let's say what the markets have done. So finally, they have crossed the previous highs. Market have cleared these highs today, and they made the new all-time highs. I would be, more happy if this candle would have closed to its high. However, as we expected, we have a new point of reference, which is this area. So now, after the prices have crossed these highs, this pivot low has become a new major support, which is around 17,438 level. So, and now Monday, new beginning of the week, and prices have made the new all-time highs. So this is a good signal all in all. uh, uh, Even in the hourly chart, prices have cleared the resistance with a very strong bar. The first hourly bar, it was a very strong bar. It closed above the high, and it went further and then came back to retest the resistance area. The good point was that it did not close below it, but that is okay. So we still have the expectation for tomorrow that prices might move further from here, because they have given a bullish signal today, and they have just closed above the resistance area. So let's see what has happened today. Let's analyze the 5-minute chart, because the 5-minute chart is a very interesting one, as it gave the two entry points today. If you have if you were trading Nifty, you would have definitely seen these two areas, and these are the two places which we talked about in our yesterday video, which was on momentum move and continuation pattern. So let's just see. So if you see, this was the first bar of the day. So it opened somewhere, it opened somewhere here, it went down. So here, when it reached to this low, it was a big red candle. However, during the day, when it retested these lows, prices came back up, because buyers became aggressive. So they went the prices back up. Now, if you read the price action closely, after such a red bar, the expectation is that the next candle should open somewhere at the lows, and then they should break below. However, prices open at the high of the first bar, these two candles, and then we have the fourth bar, which opened somewhere here. It went down, and when it went down, it was a red bar. It took out the lows. So if you remember from the yesterday's video, which was about the momentum trading, prices, when a momentum move starts, the prices rest after it. So they form a correction bar. And if a correction bar takes out the low of the previous correction bars, that is even better. And that is what has happened on this bar. So after taking out the lows of the previous correction bars, this candle has moved all the way back up and closed at its high. So above this candle was a very good entry point. We could have gone long either on futures or through options above this bar. However, this bar, if you would have entered here, this would be little aggressive, because we have the overhead resistance near to this bar, right? And then we saw it when after this bar, when prices reach near it, near the resistance, the next bar was not very not very bullish. The range was also small. That means that sellers try to become aggressive little bit here. Then we have the third bar. So all in all, the momentum started and it continuously moving ahead, right? So if you have not entered above this bar due to this resistance, you wouldn't get any chance till the completion of this bar. Then the next bar, let's just clean it up to so that we can see it clearly. If you focus on this bar opened here, it came all the way back down and taken out the low of this bullish bar. And if you can analyze, it was a red bar, a big red bar which has taken out the lows. That means that if anyone who has taken entry here for the long side, because this bar is above the resistance, so there might be morning traders who saw that prices are breaking above the resistance, so they jump onto this market. When this bar took out the low, their stops must have hit, if they had the tide stops somewhere here, or just below the candle. But then eventually buyers again stepped up at this area, because as I have mentioned a couple of times earlier, and as an informed trader, we know that the resistance once broken act as a support. So when prices came back down, this area act as a minor support zone. So buyers again came back after these stops are hit, right? And the prices went all the way back up, and this bar eventually became bottoming tail bar. And then we have the move to the upside. So these two entries, the first one was this and the second one was this. So I was like pretty much interested to analyze these candlesticks patterns, this price action in front of you. That is why I have intentionally shown you this 5-minute chart. So even on the weekly chart, this red bar has been taken out. However, this is just a start of the week. So let's see what has happened. The expectations are now positive because we are in an uptrend, and now prices have broken above the prior resistance. This area has become this area has acted as resistance for some time now, and now finally it has broken. uh, However, today's daily bar is a topping tail technically, but then let's say how buyers will act tomorrow. Now let's just jump onto Bank Nifty to see what has happened there. Let's just quickly just rub this off. Yeah. So if you just analyze the bar in the Bank Nifty, it was a very strong bar, right? So comparatively, it has not just taken out the highs, but it has closed at its high also. So if we compare it to Nifty, Bank Nifty has closed, strongly. And in the same way, this pivot low has become our new point of reference for the major support. Uh, you know, in the hourly chart, although the first bar, it opened very strongly, but it was, unable to, cross the overhead resistance for some time. However, if you watch the price action, after this strong bar, prices, went into the time consolidation. That means that they, started to consolidate just below the resistance area. So when a momentum start and then we see the correction bars just below the resistance area, that is very bullish, because that shows that bulls are aggressive even at these highs. And that's what we saw later, that prices broke above the resistance area, and they even closed within this area. So Bank Nifty is now looking positive. This topping tail has also been taken out. So this short term resistance which Bank Nifty has created, it has been taken out. And we have a strong close on Monday. So let's see how they react from tomorrow. Even on the weekly chart, prices are still in an uptrend. So we saw that the entire week was within the range of this candle, which is now broken out to the upside. So the expectation after this is that this week should close to the upside, and this week prices should move higher and make new highs again. So that's it in today's Nifty and Bank Nifty analysis. Hope you have enjoyed it. Let's catch you tomorrow. Bye.